Hello, and thank you for joining us for another edition of the Forest at Duke Trivia. My name is Megan Rodriguez, and I will be your host. As always, we're going to have a series of questions, and first we'll go through each question, and there will be a list of multiple choice answers that you can choose from, and then after we go through all of the questions and you choose your answers at home, then we'll go back through the questions and we will tell you what the correct answer is and give you a little extra trivia for some of them as well. So if you want to go ahead and grab a pen or pencil, get comfortable. We will not be collecting these answers, but if you want to score yourself, that would be great. And you can keep that and just know how well you did. All right, let's get started. Okay, so question number 1. In which European city did you find the Orly Airport? Is it A, Paris, B, Munich, C, Barcelona, or D, London? Question number 2. Tennis star Serena Williams won which major tournament while pregnant with her first child? Was it A, the US Open, B, the Grand Slam Cup, C, the Australian Open, or D, Wimbledon? Question number 3. Which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? Was it A, Beatrix Potter, B, A. Milne, C, Roald Dahl, or D, Eric Carle? Question number 4. What was the first toy to be advertised on television? Was it A, Mr. Potato Head, B, Etch-a-Sketch, C, Hot Wheels race car, or D, Barbie? Question number 5. Which 2 U.S. states don't observe daylight savings time? Is it A, Alaska and Hawaii, B, California and Arizona, C, Arizona and Hawaii, or D, Alaska and California? Question number 6. What is the tallest breed of dog in the world? Is it A, German Shepherd, B, Great Pyrenees, C, the Bull Mastiff, or D, the Great Dane? Question number 7. How many ribs are in the human body? Is it A, 22, B, 24, C, 26, or D, 30? Question number 8. Which country produces the most coffee in the world? Is it A, Guatemala, B, Brazil, C, Indonesia, or D, Colombia? Question number 9. What color eyes do most humans have? Is it A, green, B, blue, C, hazel, or D, brown? Question number 10. How many hearts does an octopus have? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4? Question number 11. Which NFL team holds the record for the most Super Bowl appearances? Is it A, the Pittsburgh Steelers, B, the Dallas Cowboys, C, the New England Patriots, or D, the Green Bay Packers? Question number 12. A flamboyance is a group of what animals? A, giraffes, B, zebras, C, flamingos, or D, elephants? Question number 13. In what country did carving jack-o'-lanterns originate? Is it A, England, B, United States, C, Norway, or D, Ireland? Question number 14. What does a seismologist study? Is it A, clouds, B, earthquakes, C, rocks, or D, hurricanes? Question number 15. What company makes the Butterfinger bar? Is it A, Nestle, B, Dove, C, Godiva, or D, Hershey's? Question number 16. What is the main ingredient in falafel? Is it A, chickpea, B, flour, C, cumin, or D, parsley? Question number 17. How many sides does the home plate have in baseball? Is it A, 4, B, 5, C, 6, or D, 8? Question number 18. Tom Cruise considered pursuing a career in what sport before being injured? Was it A, wrestling, B, football, C, soccer, or D, golf? Question number 19. What is the driest continent? Is it A, Africa, B, Antarctica, C, North America, or D, Asia? Question number 20. What is Japanese sake made from? Is it A, rice, B, sugar, C, grapes, or D, ginger? All right, now is time for our answers. So we're going to go back through all of the questions one by one, and we will let you know the correct answer. So get out your pens and pencils and mark down whether you got it right or not. Again, we're not collecting these. This is just for fun. All right, question 1. In which European city would you find the Orly Airport? The answer was A, Paris. Prior to the opening of Charles de Gaulle in March 1974, Orly was the main airport of Paris. Even with the shift of most international traffic to Charles de Gaulle Airport, Orly remains the busiest French airport for domestic traffic and the second busiest French airport overall in passenger traffic, with 33,120,685 passengers in 2018. Question 2, tennis star Serena Williams won which major tournament while pregnant with her first child? And the answer was C, the Australian Open. Question 3, which author wrote the Winnie the Pooh books? The answer is B, A.A. Milne. A.A. Milne was an English author, best known for his books about the teddy bear Winnie the Pooh and for various poems. Milne was a noted writer, primarily as a playwright, before the huge success of Pooh overshadowed all his previous work. Milne served in both World Wars, joining the British Army in World War I and as a captain of the British Home Guard in World War II. Question 4, what was the first toy to be advertised on television? The answer is A, Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy advertised on television and has remained in production since its debut. Over the years, the original toy was joined by Mrs. Potato Head and supplemented with accessories such as a car and a boat trailer. The Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head characters appeared in the Toy Story franchise. Question 5, which 2 U.S. states don't observe daylight savings time? The answer is C, Arizona and Hawaii. Daylight savings time has been widely accepted across the country, but it is still not mandated by federal law. Arizona does not observe daylight savings time, so every spring they skip the time jump. This leaves the Navajo Nation, which does observe this change, in a peculiar situation. The reservation is fully located within Arizona and therefore are suspended 1 hour in the future for half the year. Question 6, what is the tallest breed of dog in the world? The answer is D, the Great Dane. The Great Dane's large and imposing appearance belies its friendly nature. They are known for seeking physical affection with their owners, and the breed is often referred to as a gentle giant. Question 7, how many ribs are in the human body? The answer is B, 24. A typical human rib cage consists of 24 ribs in 12 pairs, the sternum and xiphoid process, the costal cartilages, and the 12 thoracic vertebrae. Together with the skin and associated fascia and muscles, the rib cage makes up the thoracic wall and provides attachments for the muscles of the neck, thorax, upper abdomen, and back. Question 8, which country produces the most coffee in the world? The answer is B, Brazil. Coffee plantations are mainly located in the southeastern states of Minas Gerais, Sao Paulo, and Paraná, where the environment and climate provide ideal growing conditions. Brazil produces around 40% of world's coffee production. It is a major exporter of coffee. Question 9, what color eyes do most humans have? Answer is D, brown. The genetics and inheritance of eye color in humans is complicated. So far, as many as 15 genes have been associated with eye color inheritance. Question 10, how many hearts does an octopus have? The answer is C, 3. Octopuses have 3 hearts. One pumps blood around the body, the other 2 pump blood to the gills. The reason for this impressive cardiac hardware probably comes down to the unusual composition of their blood. Question 11. Which NFL team holds the record for the most Super Bowl appearances? The answer is C, New England Patriots. Since the arrival of head coach Bill Belichick and quarterback Tom Brady in 2000, the Patriots have become one of the most successful teams in NFL history. The team owns the record for most Super Bowl appearances, 9, and wins, 6. Most conference championships overall, 11, and most Super Bowl appearances overall, 11. Question 12, a flamboyant is a group of what animals? The answer is flamingos. Question 13, in what country did carving jack-o'-lanterns originate? The answer is D, Ireland. Jack-o'-lanterns are a yearly Halloween tradition that came to the United States from Irish immigrants. The lanterns were said to represent either spirits or supernatural beings, or were used to ward off evil spirits. For example, sometimes they were used by Halloween participants to frighten people, and sometimes they were set on windowsills to keep harmful spirits out of one's home. Question 14, what does a seismologist study? The answer is B, earthquakes. Seismology is the scientific study of earthquakes. The field also includes studies of earthquake environmental effects such as tsunamis, as well as diverse seismic sources such as volcanoes, tectonic, glacial, fluvial, oceanic, atmospheric, and artificial processes such as explosions. Question 15, what company makes the Butterfinger bar? The answer is A, Nestle. Nestle is a Swiss multinational food and drink processing conglomerate corporation headquartered in Switzerland. It is the largest food company in the world. Nestle's products include baby food, medical food, bottled water, breakfast cereals, coffee and tea, confectionery, dairy products, ice cream, frozen food, pet foods, and snacks. Question 16, what is the main ingredient in falafel? The answer is A, chickpea. Falafel is a deep-fried ball or patty made from ground chickpeas. Falafel is a traditional Middle Eastern food, commonly served in a pita. Question 17, how many sides does a home plate in baseball have? The answer is B, 5. Did you know the lifespan of a Major League Baseball is 5 to 7 pitches? During a typical game, approximately 70 balls are used. Question 18, Tom Cruise considered pursuing a career in what sport before being injured? The answer is A, wrestling. Question 19, what is the driest continent? The answer is B, Antarctica. The driest place on Earth is in Antarctica in an area called the Dry Valleys, which have seen no rain for nearly 2 million years. There is absolutely no precipitation in this region, and it makes up a 4,800 square kilometer region of almost no water, ice, or snow. And question 20, what is Japanese sake made from? The answer is A, rice. In Japan, where it is a national beverage, sake is often served with special ceremony where it is gently warmed in a small earthenware or porcelain bottle and sipped from a small porcelain cup. As with wine, the recommended serving temperature of sake varies greatly by type. Thank you so much for joining us. That concludes our trivia for today. I hope you had fun and that you will join us again the next time we do this. Have a great day.